Hey folks, Real Honesty with Jarmithlin. I'm Jarmithlin. Unfortunately, the Derb is not here. He had prior engagements, all good. There are things more important than wrestling. He will be back tomorrow, all good. I'm going to hold down the fort here with the Raw San Jose review, and it was average. I'm going to be honest here. I don't think this review is going to be too long because there was quite a bit of stuff they packed into the show, but at the same time, there wasn't really too much stuff. I mean, there was one really good segment and one pretty good women's match, and other than that, it was kind of eh. You had Cena. He hints that he's going to face Undertaker. You shut your whore mouth, Cena. Don't you dare. It's going to happen, unfortunately. I really wish they would just left Taker retiring. Especially after seeing WWE 24, Orlando. He really can't move much anymore. It's his career, it's his life. He can do what he wants. I really just don't want to see this, though. Have Cena face Elias at Mania and have Elias beat Cena. Let Taker stay retired. Anyway, Miz had a great promo, like always. And then Cena says, hey, why don't we, have a match? And whoever loses is the last person, or is the first person to enter the Elimination Chamber. Cena is apparently the Raw GM now. Well, Miz decides, oh, wait, on second thought, and Miz and the Miztourage attack Cena, knock him out, and then Miz agrees to the match. So Kurt Angle comes out and says, yeah, sure, we'll do that match. And Miztourage, you're out from ringside. So they have the match. Miz is beating down Cena. We automatically go to commercial. Miz is beating down Cena when we come back. We have another commercial after a bit. Of course, Super Cena wins. Duh. With the Super AA from the second top rope, whatever. I mean, Miz wasn't going to win the Elimination Chamber anyway. Him actually being number one, the first person to start out will be good. He'll at least be there until all 6 participants are in the chamber. He obviously won't win it. This will hopefully build to him versus Braun Strowman at Mania. So as long as they make Miz pretty much the MVP of the chamber and don't make him look super weak, then okay. But this Cena has looked off for about a year. Pretty much since his Royal Rumble match that he had with AJ. That was the last good match that he had. Good to great match that he had. Cena's STF is also the worst, but it was what it was. Cena won. I really didn't like it, but Miz maybe can find a way to, use this as fuel and shine in the chamber, even though he won't win. Matt's promo, the Deletion Chamber, also known as the place where Impact has its payroll. Gallows and Anderson, the Nerdo promo. Need to get one of those Nerdometer shirts. And then the Revival versus Gallows and Anderson. More 50-50 booking. Decent enough tag match. Revival get the win. I'm going to ignore the commentary as much as I can. It's better with Booker T off of commentary. Coach still seems lost. But it was what it was. Coach was never the best commentator. But he's not horrible. He's kind of bland. He's not Byron Saxton bland. And there's nothing wrong with Byron Saxton. He's just bland. But the Revival win. Good enough. Hitting the Shatter Mushin. And now I want the Revival to be cattle farmers. Just so that can happen. Just the Mushin. And now I can't unsee it. And neither can you. Angle comes out to do a promo. And calls out the fans that were cheering because Jason Jordan was injured. They tried to work this into where the whole thing where Kurt was like staying up for his kayfabe son, but honestly, I felt what Kurt was saying was pretty real. The fans are cheering, oh yay, Jason Jordan's injured, yay, this kind of stuff. Look, we all have superstars we don't like, and we all have superstars where, hey, if they're off TV, we don't miss them. Even though I'm not a Bellas fan, or I'm not, like, say, a Corbin fan or something like that. I mean, I don't hate Corbin, but I'm not a Bellas fan. When Nikki Bella got injured and had that neck problem and had to have neck surgery, I didn't wish for her never to come back to TV because I didn't like her. I wasn't happy she had a neck injury. So if I can get past that, guys, you can get past Jason Jordan. He's an incredible athlete. He's not been given the best booking. So piss off if you're really cheering for Jason Jordan being injured. We can all get angry. I do angry rants. My Times of Wrestling to Piss Me Off series, The Redux, is proof of that. I've gotten fired up about people I don't like, but let's take it easy, guys. Jason Jordan's got a hell of a career ahead of him. Hopefully, if he's not going to be out a year, he is back, maybe, say, by SummerSlam. Who knows? Anyway, let's not cheer for the guy being injured. You want to cheer for the character being off TV? Okay. Maybe his character being revamped, but fucking hell, guys, that's bad. Anyway, so Rollins, once in the chamber, we have a fatal 5-way. Brilliant. Good. More multi-man matches. That's exactly what creative needs to do. Bray with a typical promos throughout the night by everybody that was in this now fatal 5-way. And then you had Sasha versus Bayley in the match of the night. The 5-way certainly wasn't bad. It was like the co-match of the night. But Sasha versus Bayley, it was given good time. You kept waiting for a heel turn. Sasha was showing more heelish tactics, the way she was beating up Bayley. Bayley, of course, in her hometown of San Jose. And yeah, had to represent Bayley. You know, it's one of my favorite shirts, obviously. Just got it a couple weeks ago, but it's really, it's a really good shirt. Bayley wins in her hometown, shockingly, with a belly to belly off the top rope or off the second rope. I liked it. It wasn't obviously as good as either of their takeover matches, but it was one of the best matches that either woman has had in a number of months. That's something against Sasha, but especially Bayley. Because Bayley, that's the best match she's had in a while. That's nothing against her. Bayley is a tremendous athlete. She needs to be used a whole lot better. And, I mean, Sasha's really, really good too. Don't get me wrong, but we've known Sasha's really good for a while. Creative needs to realize that Bayley is tremendous. Good enough match, though? Eh. Then, unfortunately, it kind of goes downhill from here because as it looks like Bayley and Sasha are going to maybe tease another face-off. Now, yeah, choo-choo, here comes a Samoan train. Knocks out Sasha, knocks out Bayley, and then says to Charlie, just gorgeous, my word, gorgeous as always. It's like, I do what I want to do. I don't know what promos are not Nia's strong suit. You may want to start bringing back managers and have a mouthpiece for her. That's not to say she's incapable of talking, but promos are not her strong suit. So then we had Rollins and Reigns backstage with Sheamus and Cesaro. Don't give us this match leading up to Mania. Just don't. I mean, it's obviously not going to happen in Mania because Reigns is going to win the Chamber and face Lesnar. I still have my idea now, especially after the end of the Fatal 5-Way, that Rollins is going to get attacked by Sheamus and Cesaro. At some point, he's going to be taken out of the Chamber. He's going to want a match for the tag titles, and Dean Ambrose is going to be his partner and screw him over at the Chamber. Now, yeah, Dean would be coming back awfully quick, but they kayfabed the whole thing of like it being 9 months. I think it's more likely going to be 2 or 2.5. I don't know, though. That's just my fancy booking. But anyway. So, yeah, Titus Worldwide. What even was this? I mean, Dana made no sense. Titus made no sense. Cruz, I like Cruz. Promos are not his strong suit. Maybe that's just because he hasn't gotten a chance really to cut up much of a promo. Cruz, though, it was weird. It was odd, and Dana just can't talk either. It was weird. It was just bizarre. And then Alexa and Mickey versus Sonya and Mandy, and this was a mess. I like Sonya. I like Alexa. I like Mickey. Not really a fan of Mandy. I mean, she's not horrible. I guess she's improving. I mean, she really couldn't go anywhere but up. Sonya is clearly the star of Absolution. Sorry, I just don't see Mandy will get more opportunities because of her looks. Sonya's a bigger star as far as talent and everything, in-ring talent and upside. Mickey and Alexa, it was kind of weird because Alexa seemed like she was concerned about Mickey after Mickey got beat up and Alexa got back in the ring. This is not a face turn for Alexa. Alexa's going to screw over Mickey at the Chamber. It's just an idea of her getting it. It's just a way for her to get an ally and then screw her over. And, of course, that's going to happen. Not a great tag match. Really not. But then the segment of the night, Elias doing just a great, great concert and everything. Ripping on San Jose. Ripping on the whole state of California. And then suddenly, during the concert, ladies and gentlemen, Braun. And Braun is on the stage with a giant cello. Giant comedy cello. It's just hilarious because it looked so ridiculous, and he's like plucking the strings of it. He's not he's just doing it. He's actually not singing that bad, saying, you're gonna get these hands. It's like, oh, I'm not finished with you, and it's just so wonderfully comical and ridiculous and so insane. And then Braun broke the strings, and it's like, well, there's only one thing left to do. And he slings it over his shoulder, he walks to the ring, then puts it down. Elias agrees to put his guitar down, then tries attacking Braun when Braun gets in the ring. Goes for his guitar, Braun blocks it, Braun knocks him down, power slams him. Elias tries to crawl away. Braun gets his giant comical cello, and the crowd's just won. It just smashes it over Elias's back on the stage. And it's so... if this segment had not been in the show, it would have been a D. This show would have gotten the D. And don't worry, by the way, they did show an Asuka video package, and I'm not fine at all. I love Asuka. Not that you could tell. I need to get one of her shirts. It's like I had one of her shirts before, but it got to where I actually got a size too small, so it got to where it didn't fit because I have a poor diet. But anyway, the whole thing with Braun and Elias is just great. Braun, super over. Give him a title this year at least. I prefer the Universal title. It's likely going to be the IC title. He needs to be Universal Champion by no later than WrestleMania 35. They can ride this wave of momentum for a while. The guy is just a cartoon character, and I love it. And it's awesome. And you had Sheamus versus Reigns. We've seen it before. We've seen it before. Obviously, Reigns got the win. Sheamus does not look good. I think it's pretty obvious he is really, really hurt. If Mania is his last hurrah, he's done a ton of stuff. He's won a lot of matches, won a lot of titles. He's had some big moments. I hope that he can retire with his health mostly intact. And if he has to retire, at least he's not going to be paralyzed in the ring. I just hope he can get to Mania, be okay, get through that. And if he has to retire after that, good. At least he made it that far, and he made it there, being able to walk out under his own power. Good enough stuff, though. I mean, for what it was a well-worked match, but lazy-ass spear by Reigns, not shocking because it's Reigns. Ivory in the WWE Hall of Fame. It's great. I'm tired of people crying about, people who don't get in. There are people that I want to get in that aren't going to get in. And I will do another rant a little bit later, possibly before SmackDown. Maybe some, I don't know. I may do a rant at some point, though, because this Hall of Fame class, you got Goldberg, Ivory, and the Dudley Boys. Pretty stacked cards so far. I would have Midnight Express and Jim Cornette instead, but that's just me. I'm not going to shit on the Dudleys being there. Even though I'm bored by Goldberg, good for him. He had an impactful career, despite not being an Impact. Ivory had a hell of a career, was one of the original members of Glow, had a great career in WWE. Her right to censor character, one of the best things. It was great stuff. It was wonderful. And Ivory deserves to go in the Hall of Fame. It's arguable that she doesn't deserve to go in the Hall of Fame over others, but you know what? That's all subjective. Ivory has earned her spot. She earned her spot. She did well for a number of years. She got in here. Good for her. Let's be happy for Ivory. Let's not shit on, it should have been China. It should have been this. Look, if you're that upset by it, petition WWE. Don't slam the fact that Ivory's going to go into the Hall of Fame. You want to talk to WWE, talk to WWE about it, but let's not slam the people that gave their blood, sweat, and tears and are going to go into the Hall of Fame. There are certain people in the Hall of Fame I'm glad or I wish weren't in there. My personal opinion. But it's also WWE's Hall of Fame. Whether it's, a completely legit Hall of Fame is another story for another day. Ivory's in the Hall of Fame. China will get in eventually. She could go in as the deceased wrestler. Might be Bam Bam Bigelow, but you never know. Let's just wait and see, guys. Let's stop shitting all over, anytime a woman's inducted, it's not China or not a certain person. You guys can be fans of her all you want. I'm not saying you can't, but it's just ridiculous. And then Bray versus Rollins versus Cruz versus Balor versus Matt. Fatal 5-way qualifier for the Elimination Chamber match. It was a fine match. It was a fine match. To the fans chanting CM Punk during this match, oh, we want our favorites. WWE doesn't put our favorites. Okay, here's Bray, Matt, Cruz, Rollins, and Balor. CM Punk. See, this is why and mind you, it wasn't all the fans in the crowd. But the fans that still do this stuff, you guys should either be banned or you guys should have your pictures taken, and you should be forced every time you want to buy a ticket to a WWE event to pay double. And if you chant CM Punk again, then you're forced to pay double that price next time. Fans should be allowed to chant what they want, but if you're going to be that much of a jerk and shit on the talents that are, giving their blood, sweat, and tears into this business, you guys can go straight to hell. I know you only got the San Jose Sharks, who I know have won, have won some championships and have done pretty well for all things considered, considering they're in San Jose, which I don't know much about San Jose, but I've never been there, and fuck anything that, comes out of San Jose. Not just seriously. I don't actually have anything against people who live in San Jose. Victor, I believe you live close to there. Journeyman 15. You're a cool guy. Majority of people in San Jose, I'm sure, are cool. It's just the dickwads that decided to chant CM Punk during this match. Fuck every single one of you. Seriously. Guys are jackasses for doing that. The guy's been gone for 4+ years. Get over it. Seriously, get over it. I'm not happy that CM Punk isn't in WWE anymore. He's happy he's not in WWE anymore, though. So I'm going to accept the fact that he isn't in WWE and move on with it. Are there times that I tweet my frustrations and stuff like that? Sure. But if I'm going to watch the show live, I'm going to be as into it as I possibly can. So if you can't do that, then fucking sit home. Just sit home and be sad sacks of shit. Sad San Jose sacks of shit. There we go. That's your new name, all you jerks. The jerks that chant CM Punk. Not all you people in San Jose that are really cool people. Keep being awesome. Anyway, Fatal 5-Way. So it was decent enough until the finish where Bray ended up getting pinned by Rollins and Balor. So double pin. Went off the air not having a damn clue what happened. I don't know if, and I'm just cutting this review right after it happened. I don't know if WWE announced it on their website. I don't know if WWE announced it on their YouTube page. This is my guess. It's going to be one of two things, and you guys can check back on. They're either going to have Rollins and Balor in a match next week, and say Sheamus and Cesaro are going to screw over Rollins, and then my idea of Dean Ambrose coming back as Rollins' partner as possible, or they just decide to have Rollins and Balor in one pod and make it a little bigger. And you have 7 guys in a chamber. Why not? I mean, you don't got too much on the show, so why not? Anyway, I'll say C, especially for the Braun Elias segment and the Sasha Bayley match. Other than that, the show is pretty much a wash. Cena's gotten really lazy, but I'm excited for the road to WrestleMania, the chode to WrestleMania. We'll see what happens. So anyway, guys, and by the way, thank you guys so much for watching my channel. I'm near 80,000 views, over 300 subscribers. Keep being awesome, keep supporting me. I will keep being as awesome to you as I possibly can. Thank you for enjoying the fact that my completely concussed brain is still able to review wrestling. Anyway, that's what I had to say about Raw. What grade did you give it? What did you like? What didn't you like? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Twitter links in the description. Spend real honesty with John Ritland. I'm John Ritland, and I will see you soon.